I remember the future, a new beginning of time.
Okay, we're here at the Inferno office. We're talking to the Godfather of Inferno, actually. Please introduce yourself to the audience.
Hello, my name is Jan Martin Jensen, and I'm working with the Inferno Festival.
You've been doing the Inferno Festival for like 10 years now.
It is the 10th time this year, yes.
Yeah, and it gets easier all the time.
Well, we are trying to make it more complicated for ourselves every year with adding lots of things. Like 2 years ago we added another day, and this year we are adding a concert at the Viking Museum, and also we are adding a film festival. So could have been really easy, but we are.
But it's boring to do the same all over.
Yeah, we have to like. It has to be a challenge. It has to be something. It's fun to make something new.
The Vardruna thing at the Viking Museum, which you talked about.
Yeah.
Well, what is special about it this year?
Well, we did this concert last year, and then it was the first time that the museum gave permission for anyone to have a concert there. So the band is playing in front of the Viking ships, and last year they only gave us permission to do it in the daytime, in the ordinary opening hour of the museum, and it was also open for everyone who was just passing by to see the Viking ships. But they were so pleased with the concert and how it was organized. So this year they allowed us to have it in the nighttime as a special. Just for Inferno.
How many people are allowed to get into the concert this time?
At the Viking Museum we can have 300.
300? Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And I think I think about half of it would be seated.
Aside from the Vardruna thing at the Viking Museum, you have this this thing going on where there are musicians invited to talk about the scene and everything. You have the author Håvard Rem, which has written a book about Norwegian black metal.
Yes.
And you of course have the bands, 45 bands I think in the end.
47 in the end, with including the Vardruna concert. We start off with to say a wish list, and it never turns out the way we wish, but we start with the band that we wanted the most, and we are trying to get them, and sometimes we have to try for many years. Like this year we finally have Death Angels, which we have been trying for like 4 or 5 years to get. So it starts that way. We are trying to book like some of the main acts first, then see what we have left for the budget for smaller bands, and then of course we had in the end we are booking like 8, 10, 12, depends a little bit from year to year, less known bands. They are usually referred to as demo bands, but it's not actually true, because it could be an established band in Italy that nobody had heard about in Norway. And this is really popular among our audience, that they can experience something that is totally new for them. I don't see it so much different. Like, well, of course, it depends a bit from year to year. Well, we have a wide range of bands which we call extreme metal. But some years we have more thrash and less black metal, and vice versa. And that's mostly because what bands that are available. What we maybe have this year that we have not had. That we have more. What we have more this year is more what we can call noise, avant-garde.
Yeah.
extreme in that direction.
I Had God and Jerbowie.
Yeah, and Shining and
Yeah.
Monolithic and bands that tends more over to jazz and noise, experimental, avant-garde. Yeah. So that's if that was what you are thinking about,
Yeah.
I would agree. And they were 10 years ago. They were like a totally new band.
Yeah.
And they. I think they played at John D then, and now we have them on the main stage.
Yeah. That's cool. But the big thing, at least for me, is the Marduk, which is always brilliant. And they played it 4 years ago, I think.
Yeah, that's correct.
And you have Mayhem, of course, with all the fuss.
Yeah.
How did you get hold of Mayhem this year?
Well, we've been talking about booking them again, and we thought we were thinking about it last year actually, but in the end we decided not, since it's they have played once before, but that was with the Maniac, with the former singer. So this year we were sure we wanted to have them back, and also fit it into their plans that they could do it.
Out of the 47 bands, which bands would you actually be able to see? Because one thing is, what is your role throughout the festival, and what do you want to do during the festival?
I try to do as much of my part of the work before the festival as possible, so I could have the time to both see the bands and to meet the bands and their tour managers and also agents and record companies that are coming with them. And but it's actually seldom that I have the time to see a whole concert. I'm trying to like check out most of the bands. Sometimes it's just one song and then somebody calls and I have to run to fix something. But I'm trying to see as much as possible. At the festival, there are so many really clever and good people working with the festival. So it's actually really no stress. There's people taking care of all the practical things, and we have a really good crew. Rockefeller, it's brilliant, and also lots of people working voluntarily for us. So it's I get a lot of time where I just can hang out with people and watch the bands.
Aside from cancellations, what is the worst thing that has happened throughout these 10 years for you?
No, actually there hasn't been. Besides cancellations, there has not been any bad incidents.
This interview. Sorry.
No, it's been really a good thing to work with and to take part of, and we have like a brilliant audience where it's never been any problem at all.
There's never been any real violence.
No. What aggression people might have, they get them out when they're headbanging to their favorite music. So no, it's always like a really good mood there. It's always lots of good people. So they also say that like the security people at Rockefeller, they enjoy working at Inferno, and there's never no problem. What they say, every now and then some people get too drunk, but then they tell them, hey, you are too drunk. And they just walk out, no fuss. So they're looking forward to more festivals and hope to see you all there this year and for the coming years.
So there will be Inferno in the coming years?
As long as bands want to play there and the audience will come and see them, we will put up the Inferno Festival.
You hear the man.
Yeah.
Thank you.